Hello everybody, and this is Chris Tetamonte, and I'm going to teach you how to play Hexcells Infinite. Last time we were together, it was a little bit ago, but we finished up we finished up the 3s, and we moved into the 4s, and now we're on 4.3. So we're just going to move right in and start our lesson number 5 and get as far as we can with a couple of these puzzles, and I'll teach you how to do them, and we're just going to go right at it. Alrighty, so this one looks like an easy one. So this one is all 4 of these going there. We have so we can delete that, and then we have a 3 coming down here of these 5, 4 of these 6, 6 of these, what, 12, 10, 11, 2 of these 5, 7 of these, and okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to try to grab some of these hexes with the blue and the white numbers in them, so we can show you that this 3 indicates that there's 3 blue cells inside of this white block here. So we're gonna say that these 3 have got to be it. We'll turn number 3 off, and then we're gonna go to this number 3. So it is this one, and one of these two. So we don't know which one. It does not count, as you remember, does not count this one here. It does not count the one that is an indicator. So we'll turn this one off but not clear it. This one is the same, but there's 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So these have to be blue. And we'll turn this one off so we don't forget. This one's going to be a little trickier. This one has 5 blocks, and 3 of them are already colored, so 2 of these 3 are going to be, one of these 2 is going to be blue, and one of them is going to be black. So let's turn on this and see if we can get, well, it's the same information. So this one says 3, 1, 2, and then one of these 2 is 3. Let's try this guy here. 1, 2, and one of these 2 is 3, so this one cannot be. And then we have, we'll turn this one off, and then this one, we have 1, 2, so this one cannot be. Alright, and we'll come back up here, so that one's good. So we have 5 up here, and we're not 100% sure because there's plenty of choices over here. So one of these 2 are going to be on because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, and we already talked about this one. This 0 is just these around it, so it would not count these yellows right here, or this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. We're going to come down here and say this one is on, and then we're going to turn that guy off, and then this one of these 2 is on. Alrighty, so we're going to turn that off. Okay, let's see. So 3, so yeah. 3, yep, same. 4, yep, those 2 are the same. So these 3 are going to be, these 2 is going to figure this out. We have 7 here, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 3 of these are going to be yellow, and the rest are going to be blue. We already know one of these 2 is going to be blue, and one of them is going to be black. So that means 2 of these are going to be black, of these 5. Alright, let's see what this has, and that's 2. So that's really no help. Kind of we're stuck, it looks like. Now we have to get into some higher level thought processes here. So I think we're good there. That can go off. That one we know, one of these 2. We already talked about the 3. Talked about the 4, one of these 2, and one of these 2 for this 5. one of these two. So it could be this one and this one based on these two 5s, or it could be this one, and let's see what would happen if this was on. So if it was this one, it would have to be one of these two. So, okay. Alright, we have that 3 down here. So this one is a blue based on this 3 here. And now we know that this 3 are these 3, and this one has to be black. So now that takes care of that one. It takes care of this one, and it takes care of this one, and this one. So that was pretty easy. Now we have these. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and one of these two is 5. So let's turn that off, and we're going to say one of these two is 5 based on this 5 as well. So that means one of these two, so this one has to be not blue. And that would be a 0. This is going to be a 0 too, I think. Oh, let's hang on, because we could reach it with this one. Oh yeah. So okay, so one of these two based on this 5 here, and this one has to be blue based on this 5 here. So this one's going to be blue. We can get rid of that. We can make this one black because of that. And this. So one of these 3 here are going to be blue. We don't know which one. So 1. So okay, let's work backwards here. So if we have 7, we have 1, 2. This will be 2. One of these 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the rest of these have to be blue. And only one of these 3 will be blue. So we'll turn this off. We're going to figure that out in a minute. Starting up here, one of these will be blue. We already have it, so these 2 are black. We're going to turn this one off. Let's see, this 2. So this 2, there's 1, so this one has to be blue. So this one goes off. Now we have our 3. 1, 2, 3. This one is black. Turn that off. This is 4. So we have 1, 2, 3. This one has to be the 4th one. That's off. 1, 2, and then 2 of these 3 will be 4. So we don't know yet. And 2 of these 3 will be 4. So this one is black, and this one is black, because of these shared possibilities. Alright, and now we have our 7 coming down that way. That 2 is still unknown. This 2 is still unknown. This 6, let's see what we have here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 of these 5 will be black. And the rest will be blue. That's good enough. This one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one solved itself. 1, 2, 3. This one has to be blue. Let's see. We can maybe do this one. Nope, we already looked at this one. 1, 2, 3. So one of these 2. And of course one of these 2. And this 3. 1, 2. So if it's this one, then it's this one. If it's this one, they both share that spot. Alright. And let's see. So we did that. We did that. And these 2 share. So we're not certain about that. Coming down here, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one of these 2 are. And these don't reach to this one, so we can't do that. Yep, so those don't reach. this 2. So it looks like one of these two is going to be only one of these two. So this one has to be on. And that gives us a little hint. So one of these two we know is on, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3 for this guy. This one now is satisfied. This one's going to be black. So that's satisfied. This 2 is good. Let's see, we're still here. Okay, let's get this 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this one's black. Now we have our 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is on. So this one's good. This one's good. This one's, oops. This one has to be black down here. Okay. This one, whoops. 1, 2, 3. So this one's black. That's off. Alright. And let's take a look here. We got 4, so this one has to be on. That satisfies this 2. That satisfies this 4. And we got 3. So 1. So 2 of these will be on. And 1 will be off. And then we have, so 2 of these will be on, and we have 4 left. So 2 of these will be on, and we only have these 2 left, which means these 2 are going to be blue. And one of these is going to have a white number in it that's going to help us figure out which of these 2 are going to be in it. So these 2 are blue, and one of them's going to have at least one of them is going to have a white number in it, and they both do. So we're going to highlight this one, 1, 2, so this one's off, and then these 2 are going to be on based on this 6 coming down. We have 4, 5, 6, and that took care of it all. Alright, that was pretty easy for a starter puzzle. Now we're going to go on to 4.4. Oh, we activated this one here, it looks like. I don't know, maybe it was activated before. We're going to do 4.4. See if we can't get a perfect score on this guy. Alright, let's see what these little guys have for us. Okay, so this one's going to be off. Okay. 2, so this one's going to be off. And this one's going to be off. Alright, what do we have here? So with this one, the minus around it means they're not connected, so it has to be these 2. We have three open spots and 2, and they cannot be connected, so the middle one has to be the black one. This one is 1, 2 or 1, 2, but this one is on either way. So it's going to be this one or this one, so we're going to leave that there. Then we're going to do this one. We have freebie, so that one is free all around it. 1, 2, 3. And one of these 3 and one of these 3. And they could share. It could be that guy there, and that would share both of those. That would mean both of these are black and both of these are black. But we're not certain yet. Alright, so let's take a look real quick and see if we can see anything. No. Oh, this one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yes. And this 3 now is satisfied, so these 2 can go away. And we have this. Let's turn off this 6. So this 3 here, so 1, so at least, so one of these 2 and one of these 2. So this one cannot be, and this one cannot be, for the same reason. And this one, because of this 3. So I don't know if you saw that. So this 3, if you take this 3 into consideration with this 3 here, it has to be, because we already had this 3, it cannot be 2 to satisfy this 3. So 1, 2, 3. It cannot be. It has to be 1 on this side, and for the same reason 1 on this side, which would satisfy this 3 for these 2, and this 3 for these two. So we're going to turn this, we're going to leave that on. And we already know that 1, 2, 3, because one of these is going to be on. We could actually do it a different way, and it's probably going to be easier to look at it this way. So this 4 has 1, 2 already, and this 3 here combined with this 4, 2 of these 3 are going to be on. So this one has to be black. This one right here, and this one has to be black right here. And that would mean that to satisfy this 3 right here, this one's going to be blue, and this one. And that takes care of a little bit. Turn that off temporarily, but turn this one on. We have 1, 2, 3, and this one's going to have one of these 3 are going to be on, so that would be the 4th one, so this one cannot be on. So this one can't be on because there's 1 here, 2, 3, 4, which is this 4 right here. Okay, so that took care of that. At most, yeah, we're gonna skip that. It's a little bit of an advanced thing there. Okay, so let's go back here. We got 1, 2, and we knew that was 3. All right. This same reason, we can do exactly what we did with this 4 over here with this 3. It's even easier. We have 1, 2. One of these 2 has to be a blue to make this 3 safe, and then all the rest of them will be black. So again, one of these 2 is going to be the 3rd one for this 3 here. So that would mean everything else is off. So that means this 2 here is on, and this one's off. And we have a 2 here all by itself. This one needs to be on. This one needs to be on, off, off. This one has to be on, off, off. This could be either way. So we're going to leave that. And then these 3, one of these 3 is going to be on. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one of these 4 is going to be black. And we can maybe pull this in. No. Alright. Moving around the horn here. The 2 is no good. The 6 is no good. The 4 is no good. This 2 we've already talked about. This 5. At most one of these. Is that what we said based on this guy? So 1, 2. Let's say that is 3. So at most 2 of these will be, based on this 5, at most 2 of these 3. It could be 2 or 3. It could be all 3. At the very least 2. That doesn't help us. So let's try this 5 here. So we have 1, 2. So we need a combination. Let's try this guy. We have 10 open blocks and 4 already, or 2 already. That's not going to help. One of these. Four of these, 5 of these. That's close. We are missing 1 black on that row. That's good. And we're missing 2 black in this row. Alright, so let's take a closer look. Let's start here again on the side, working our way around. So this 5, we have 6 plus 1 already, so we need 5 more. And that's not going to be any help. So this one, I think it might be this combined with this. combined with this 2. Or maybe combined with this 5. This one would be tough if it was that difficult. Alright, so we have 1, 2, and out of these 4, 3, 4, 5. So if this is not 1, at very most, these 3 will be on. At the very most, these 3 will be on. If that's the case, these 3 will be on, this one will be off. But then that leaves us very many. So we're gonna turn this one off. I don't think that's our next move. The very most, the very least. It could be 2. It could be 2 of these or 3 of these. But it has to be 2 or 3. It has to be 2 or 3. And if it's 2, that would satisfy this one. This would be here. Okay, let's try this 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two of these. 6 of these. 4 of these. 1 of these. 4 of these. 5 of these. 1 of these. 5 of these. That can be turned off. Alright, this 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one of these has to be on. 1. Only 1. So one of these has to be on. One of these. No. One of the. It could be this one. So if it's this one, that would satisfy that. These 2 would be off. Then it would be these 2. And then it would be one of these 2. Yeah. This might be the area we need to work on right here. One of these 3. If it's this one, these 2 are off. These 2 are on. So that means this one and this one are on. One of these 2 is on. Let's say it's this one. One of these 2. One of these 2 will still have to be on. Could be this one. And if it's this one, these 2 will be off. These 3 will be on, because these 2 will be off to match this 3. So it would be on, off. On, off, on. So these 3 will be on. This one will be on. Off, 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 off. Coming down because of this 1. That would work. So it could be this one and this one. These 3. So if it's this 1, it's definitely these 3. If it's this 1, then it's 2 of these 3. And if it's this one, it's 2 of these 3. So 2 of these 3 minimum. possibly 3 of these 3. This one is 2 here. So if these 6 are on, this 6, and then you take away these 4 based on this 5, and you only have 1 less. So only one of these 4 can be, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 of these 6. So 3 of these 6. This and this. 3 of these 6. So 3, 4, 5. So this has to be off. These 2 have to be off. That makes sense. Okay, so now we have 1 less to worry about here. So this 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they could be here, which would satisfy that too, and then no. So, oh yeah, it could be. Because these 2, if these 2 are on, then these 2 are off. If these 2 are on, oh, that was a misclick. Whoops. Luckily, it was good. Okay, so 1 out of these 3, I'm sorry, 1 out of these 4, and 1, 2, 3. So 3 more out of these 5. And this has to be 2. So 1 of these 2 has to be here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 1. And then, yeah, this and this are the same. They contain the same amount, these 2, at this point. They didn't used to, but now they do. We've added the 2's, so now they're the same, essentially. Okay, so we're going to come back to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have 2 extra. We don't know. 1, 2, so we got to get rid of 1 of them. Can these both be on? Yes, we already determined that. This 4 coming down this way. this 1. We already talked about the 3s and the 4s up here. We're at an impasse. The 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. This one has a 2 right here. So one of these two is going to be on. If this one is on, then these two are off because of this 2 here. We still have plenty for this. So that's really no help. If one of these two are on, both of these cannot be on. At most, one. At most, one. Then we'd have to find the other one. This 6, we have 7 spots for 5. This 4, this 5, this 5, 1, 2, 4, 5. So one of these 4 is black. One of these 4 is black, or this little check mark shape. One of these 4. So at most one of these. So 2 of these are on. Could be those 2, and then that would leave this guy here, which would be these 2 are off. That's probably what it is, but this isn't a guessing game. This is a game of logic, 100% logic, so there just is no guessing. We have a 2. So that one could be it. But these also could be it. This is a little tough puzzle. We have 1. Could more be gleaned out of this 1 than just nothing? So here's a 3, but it could be... No, actually, this is where we need to be, right here. So let's say if these 2 are on, that would make this guy untrue. So only at most one of these can be on. Let's just say we have this one, and this one to satisfy this 3. Well, then this 3 would be false. So only one of these can be blue. Only one of these can be blue, and this one has to be blue. And if one of these is blue, the rest of these are black. So one of these would be this guy. One of these would be this guy. So this one has to be black. So if this was blue, we could do... Hang on. Only one of these 3. And only one of these. So at most 1, and at most 1, so this one has to be blue. And now we have this. So now this one says 2, so we know at most, could it be this guy? Yes, it could be this guy. So let's take a look at this 2 here. So one of these 3 is blue, and one of these, it cannot be these both. So either this one or this one is blue, and this one and this one are blue. So this one has to be black. black, blue, black, blue, so this one has to be black. This guy right here has to be a black one. I think I have this set. So one of these two and one of these two. So if one of these two are, this is black, this one is blue, black, then we have this little debacle here. So with this two, we have one, these three, has to be one of these three is on, so this one's black, this one has to be blue, this one has to be blue because of this 3, and the 1. Alright, so now we have our 2 from this blue, so these two are off. That turns that one off. This one we already have, so there. So out of this one and this one here, the rest of these are black. We can turn this 2 off. Now this 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that will turn this guy off. Out of this 4, we have this one because of this one here is on. So 1, 2, 3. This one has to be on. This one has to be on. That one's off. This one's on. Moving right along. So one of these two are on. One of these two are on. So we can turn that off right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 2 left. Oh, we have some free stuff down here. Black, 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 blue, black, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one of these two. One of these two. So 1, 2 for sure. 3, 4, 5. So we have some choices to make down here. This one's going to be blue because of this 3. So one of these two, 3, 4. So one of these two. So we do this. 1, 1, 2, 3. It's a little more difficult than that, of course. 1, 2, 3. So one of these 4 will be blue. So one of these 4. So one. So with this 5, so one of these 4. If you highlight both of them, the overlap is here. So we already know that one of these 4, 2, 3. So these two have to be on. This one is off. That makes that true. That true. One of these two is going to be on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one will be the 5th one. This one has to be off. We know that if it's a minus sign, it's going to be a split in the middle. So this one's going to be black and then blue. We're good there. We're good there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're good there. Let's see what we got. We got our 5 here, so we can turn that one off. We got our 1 here. We turn that. Yep, turn that one off. Turn that one off. Let's take a look at the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these two have to be on. That satisfies that 2. This goes off. This 2. We are all black all the way down. That turns off. This 2. Off, off. On for that 3. This 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine with that 2, so we're going to leave that. We'll turn this one off. This 5, we got that. Turn that off. This 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one of these two is 5. And we already know 1, 2, 3, 4, so this one has to be 5. And then we can turn that off for a second, and we have the 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so these rest of the black. This one is 2, so this has to be blue, black, black. This one has to be blue, black, off. We have 2 remaining and 2 squares left. Yep, that's blue, and this is blue. Oh man. Okay, 40 minutes. Let's dig one more. We'll do number 4.5. Let's just take a look first before we decide. Yeah, this one's going to take some time, I think. 3 of those, 3 of those. Just looking at the puzzle. 2 of those, 2 of those. Okay. So the way I'm looking at this are these stacked ones. So 3 of these 4, and then you have 5 coming down here, so the 2 of these. And the same thing on the other side. You have 1 coming down here, so 3 of these 4, just like over here. You'll have 3 of the 4 over here. Oh, yeah, this might be easier than I think, at least to start. And then 2 of these, just like over here, 2 of these. So let's try this. So 3 of these 4 and 3 of these 4. And that would be those 6. So these 4 in the middle have to be black. Just like that. Okay. So we can turn the 6 off. We still need the oh, we have a 5 here. So 5s are easy, especially if you have 1. So that means all these around here will be on. And then we have a 3. So 1. So at the very least, one of these 2 is going to be on. Maybe both. Okay. So let's move up here. So this 2 we already have, so this one's black. We know that from that. And then this one's black. And we said we needed 2 up here and 2 up here. We're not ready for that yet, because this one could be blue, and that would be, these 2 would be black, and we'd still have room for this up here. Okay. So 1 of these 2 and 1 of these 2, because we need 3 on this side and 3 on this side. So 1 here and 1 here. That would satisfy this 3. So it could be this one, and then that would mean this one is on. Could be this one, and this one would be on. Or it could be these bottom 2 and this one would be off. Okay. Let's turn off these lines. And turn on some of these numbers here. We have 1, 2, 3 for sure. One of these 3. So 3. Can't really tell. Turn that off. Turn this one on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd have 2 extra. So that's not going to work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have this 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all of these are off. And this 3 here says this one is on. One of these 2 is on, so that's okay. This is off. Let's see what we have here. 1, 2, 3. And then 2 of these 3. But we don't know which 2. Turn that off. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 of these 4, which we don't know. This 5 we now have. These 3 we knew are on, so this one can be off. I'm going to turn on this 3. 1, 2, 3, because we know this has to be included, so the rest of these are black. That would mean that this 2, this has to be blue here and then black here. And that makes sense. So this 3, we taken care of that. This 4, we need 1, 2, 3. So one of these 3. This is taken care of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's taken care of. We talked about that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one of these 2. So let's see if both of these, yeah, we can't encompass that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, this one has to be on. Oh, shoot. 1, oh, I missed this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I miscounted, we have a mistake. I'm not going to redo it. So we have our 5, this one's off. That takes care of that. Now we can go back up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one has to be on. And we're on our way over to one of these sides here. So we have off, off. 2 in a row. So that one has to be on. Off, off. 3. So there's 4 spots. So the 2 outside ones have to be on. This has to be off. This has to be on. One of these 2. So 1, 2, and a bunch of these, 3. So a bunch of those. Let's see, 4. So we still have this one. This one can be off now. This one. 1, 2, 3. And one of these 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so these 2 are off based on this 4. So 1, 2, 3, and then one of these. So one of those, and we have a freebie there. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has to be off. So we have our 2, so this one's off. We're going to turn this one off for a sec. These are freebies, and 1, that's there, that's on, that's off. Let's see, so 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, so one of these 3. Unless I'm miscounting. The 6, we have nothing. Oh, that's lucky. So all of these 6 are in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That took care of that chunk. This 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is off, 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 off. So let's see, one of these 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So off, off, on, off, on. 2 is already there. This 5 we can turn off. So there's 2, so this one's black, this one's blue. That took care of that. That took care of that. That took care of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 3 are black. These 4, 1, 2, 3. One of these 2 is going to be blue. So this one has to be black. Turn that off. Turn this on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that makes sense. 1. So these 2 are off. This one is on. One of these 2 is on. That took care of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. Alright, one of these 2. So let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these 3 are black. So this 2 here, let's turn this off real quick. This 2 here is already there. This 2, this one has to be black, so this one is blue for this 3. This 2 is here, that's black. Blue, blue. One of these 2. One of these 2. One of these 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one of these 2. Tricky. Alright, let's see what we got here. So the 7, we took care of that. This 7, we took care of that. This 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, this one can be off. And that means this 1 is here. So that 4 is taken care of. Let's see what we have here. 3, 4, 5. So we have 3 yellows in this row. So this one is going to be, because of this one, this one's going to be black. This one's going to be black. So one of these 2. So it's either going to be, okay, so this one is this one and this one. So now we have just one of these 3 up here for this 7. Now we have, let's see, this one's black, so this one has to be blue. Black. One of these 2, which we already knew from this 6. So one of these, one of these, one of these, that's 3, 4, 5, and then one of these is 6. So that means 1, 2, this one has to be black. This one has to be blue, black, blue, black, black, blue. So we're down here. Does this give us a hint? No, that's not going to give us a hint, but this will. That's a black, and this is a blue, and that's off. That's off. This one is black, black. Freebie, black. So one of these 2, I can turn that one off. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, we already got that. So at the very most, okay, I got a little hint here. We got 4, so 1, 2, 3. One of these has to be on, but because of this 3 here, 3 of these, at least one of these has to be on. So that means these 2 have to be on, and this one has to be off. And that would satisfy this and this 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This 1, 2. So one of these 3. We have one of these 2. So let's see, we have a 5 down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if this one is on, this one is off. This one is on, off, off. This one is on, off, off. off, on. That would work. If this one is on, this is off. Oh, hang on. We got a 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one has to be off. On, off, on. We already have our 3, so this one has to be off. That makes sense. 4, 1, 2, 3. This one has to be on. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unless I'm miscounting. That works. That works. That works. This is off. This one's good. This one's good. Good. Now we're to the right puzzle. And I'm going to see if I can do this in 4 minutes, and that'll give us 1 hour. So one of these two. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So 2 of these 3. 1, 2, 3, and 2 of these 3. So these would be off, and that would be, this one is on, so that's off, on. Oh, yeah, lots. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. So 1 of these 4. 1 of these 2. So, yeah, okay. So let's see here. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Off. On. 1 of these 2. Okay. Turn that off. Turn that one off. Alright, so 5. 1, 2, 3. So 2 of these 3, but not both of these. But 1 of these has to be at least 1 of these. So this one has to be on. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes sense. This one is 1, 2, 3. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has to be off. So that means these cannot be, because of this 2 here, these 2 cannot be both on. So at least 1 of these is on. This one is on. 1 of these is off. That means this 2 here, this is off. So that would satisfy this guy and this guy. And this guy. Okay. So 1 of these 2, oh, it's got to be this because of the 3. Off, on, off, off. 1 of these, so this one has to be off, on, off, off, on, off, off, on, off, on, 1, 2. We don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could be that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one has to be off. One, 2, 3, 4. So it could be these 2 that for this, which would make 1 of these. One of these 2. 1 of these 2. So let's count. So 1 of these, so that's 1 of the 8. And then 1 of these 2, that's 2. 3. So 1 of these 2, so that means 1 of these 3. This 2, 1 of these 2. Can't figure that out. Oh, don't tell me this is gonna stump me right here. Well, I didn't clear it in 4 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one is off. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these two are off. On. So these 3 are off because of this one. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has to be on, off. Turn that off. Got that. 1, 2, 3. We're going to come back around. So this is off, on, off. There's a 4, so these two are on, off, off. One of these two. So we have 2 left. So it's going to be one of these two and one of these two. So this one already has there, so this has to be off. This one's on. This one's on and off. There we go. One mistake. That stunk. Almost an hour. Alright, so we got 4.5 taken care of. We're going to take a look at 4.6 real quick, but we're not going to do it. We'll look at the next puzzle. Oh, brother. Yeah, this one's going to be fun because there's a lot of diagonals. So, I see this is interesting. This one's interesting because these two are going to be on. This one will be off. These two will be off. We'll come to that. 11. That's a big number. So we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 3 yellow squares in this one, just by rough counting. One going that way. So one of these two will be on. Alright. This will be fun. This will be fun. So thank you for everybody for listening and watching, and like and subscribe if you could. We will be back another day, hopefully tomorrow, and thank you for watching.